Hello everybody and welcome to Hippie Shit. This is the YouTube channel where we talk about self-development and just growing, just growing. Today's video is going to be about mirror work. Mirror work is a very powerful tool as long as you are consistent with it, that being the caveat. But today's video, we are going to talk about what mirror work is, how it works, and then most importantly, how to do it towards the end. Right now, I am working on a series, so this is just some content surrounding basically growing through a breakup, right? Recovering from heartbreak and really finding ways to build yourself up during the process and find some peace, find some joy, find some love during the healing process. This series is going to be focused around things that have worked for me specifically. I will say I am not a therapist, I am not a life coach, I'm not anything. I'm just a person who went through kind of a rough breakup and chose to grow from it and heal from it. And so this is going to be like a series documenting what I've done because I think that it will help other people. So the first thing that I really had committed to, and I actually committed to this before the breakup ever happened while I was still in a relationship, was mirror work. And this is sort of a really foundational practice that was given to me by my life coach, and that I think can really help other people. In our brain, neuroscience speaking here, in our brain, actually like towards our brainstem, there's a little 2-inch chunk of neurons, and these are called the reticular activating system. And the reticular activating system is responsible for several things, but most importantly and most applicably here, it is responsible for helping you to perceive patterns and familiarity and just sort of perceive evidence, essentially, within your life. So the law of attraction is all about focusing in on the feelings and visualization and connecting those together, right? And what it's really doing, if you look at it on a brain level, is that it's just helping your reticular activating system to notice evidence of the good things that you want coming into your life. And so by virtue of recognizing the things that you want, you start to find more evidence that you have what you want. And so, right, like attracts like, according to, the law of attraction, according to neuroscience, if you have trained your brain to recognize good things, become familiar with good things, then first of all, you see a lot more of them. Second, you don't then have like a panic response, because your brain, when things are unfamiliar, automatically kind of triggers this danger, this panic response, this clinging response, this oh god, what if it goes away, or like this doesn't feel comfortable for me kind of a response. And so this all really kind of ties together in with things like attachment style theory, right, where you really have to train yourself to receive the love that you actually want to receive. So you have to work within the confines of your own mechanical operation as a human, psychologically speaking, in order to then get to where you want to get. So mirror work is a really good way to lay this foundation for things like receiving love and receiving validation, because it is taking time out of your day every single day to first show yourself love, show yourself validation, show yourself forgiveness, and really build yourself up. And so in doing so, you then train yourself to understand that it feels good to feel loved, it feels good to feel validation, it feels good to feel forgiveness, and you get this opportunity to really build a relationship with yourself so that you can then receive that same level of love and of validation and of forgiveness from other people, right? And so it's just kind of feeding into the cycle. So this is a really good way to start out the cycle. All that being said, so this is a very Simple practice, it is not easy. And when I tell you that it's not easy, I mean it's not easy. The first couple weeks especially were, for me, very difficult. So it felt really uncomfortable and really awkward, and when I tell you what you're going to do, you're going to hate it, and you're not going to want to do it, but I promise you that if you do start to do it, it will feel so much better so quickly, and you will get used to it, and you will look forward to it, and probably throw it throughout your day. Second, this does take time. So my life coach very specifically told me 40 days. You need to commit to 40 days. If you miss a day, you have to start over from day one all over again. The clock starts over, okay? I will also say that I want to give credit to my life coach for introducing this concept to me, but I actually stole this, like my specific version of this, from Lisa Nichols, who is incredible. If you don't know who she is, look her up. She's incredible. So, what you are going to do for mirror work is every single day you are going to stand in the mirror, you are going to look yourself in the eye, and you are going to say a handful of sentences. These sentences are going to change based off of what happened throughout your day. You could also do the Lisa Nichols route. I believe for her that she says things consistently, so every day she's focusing on the same things until she's internalized something, or it doesn't, it's not serving her anymore, and then she will let go of one and then bring a new one in. Personally, I just do whatever feels good in the night. So you can do it either way. It honestly works either way. I don't know that one is more effective than the other. So, handful of statements that you're going to do, and these are complete, fill in the blank. So you're going to say your name, look yourself in the eye, say your name, say, hey, Bryce, I am proud of you for, and these can be so small. If you are just starting out and you are, kind of in a bad way, that's okay. If you are proud of yourself for getting out of bed that day, perfect, right? Be proud of that. Lisa Nichols specifically states seven sentences. So 7, Bryce, I'm proud of you for ... Bryce, I'm proud of you for ... right? 7 times. I keep going until I can't think of anything else, okay? Second set of statements that you're going to make. Bryce, I forgive you for... I will say that at the beginning of this, I had to forgive myself for a lot. And I will say that I did way more than 7. And I will also say that I have definitely repeated the same thing multiple times on this one. This is also the one that's going to make you cry. If anything makes you cry, it's going to be forgiveness, right? Because we are very hard on ourselves. But again, I will say that even just after a couple weeks, this will start to feel really good, and it will start to become a habit. Final group of statements. Bryce, I commit to you that, again, Lisa Nichols advocates for 7. I don't necessarily do 7. I don't necessarily even do this particular group of statements every night. I really only do this when it's feeling necessary, when it feels like it really is going to resonate with me and really hit home. I have been incorporating it a lot lately, but I will say that if I'm being honest, this portion wasn't necessary to get to a better mental state, and this portion really, it can be very challenging, especially at the beginning. So if it's not something that you want to do, and that goes for all of this too, if any of this is something that you don't want to do, if it doesn't feel good, that's okay. I would recommend that you do give it a shot though. It can really bring a lot of benefits into your life, and really help you start to recognize and feel comfortable with things like compliments especially, right? Because what do we do with compliments when we don't feel good about ourselves? When we're not celebrating ourselves, we're not used to other people celebrating us either, right? So you have to get comfortable with the feeling of being celebrated, right? And a way to know if you really need to work this into your day is to just think of the next time that you receive a compliment, see what happens in your brain. Just see what happens in your brain. See what you say. See what the reflex is. See what urge you have. Because when I receive a compliment now, I say thank you. I'm receiving that. That's it. That's all you gotta say is just thank you. I'm receiving that, right? Or just thank you. Right? I love your hair. It looks really good today. Thank you. That's all you have to do. If this feels uncomfortable, if the idea of getting a compliment and just saying thank you and leaving it at that, if that feels uncomfortable to you, if that feels inappropriate, if that feels embarrassing or whatever it is, why? What part of you feels uncomfortable with that? If you are refusing to do any of this work, figure out why. Where is that coming from? That's my challenge for you. Honestly, my challenge for you is to just fucking do it. Just fucking do it anyways, because it is so worth it. It is so absolutely worth it. If you like this video, if you're going to give this a try, or if you've done mirror work in the past and it's really helped to build you up, make sure that you do give this video a thumbs up, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. And if you do this practice, come back to this video and let me know how it goes. I would love to know that. Or, send me a message, Instagram, email, whatever it may be. If you are currently going through a breakup, I highly recommend that you do subscribe to this channel. There's going to be lots more content, if there's not already, all about growing through a breakup and becoming the best, higher version of yourself through the process. In a very quick time too. I will throw that out there. Like the intention behind this is to put together a series of videos that's really going to bring you up in about a 3-week period. And I don't mean like you've stopped crying in 3 weeks. I mean like you've already ascended, right? You've already grown. You've already become and stepped into a higher version of yourself in that 3-week period. It's not about getting your ex back. It's an option if you want it, but I'm gonna honestly say that if you really follow this content, if you really take it to heart, if you really put it into practice, you're probably not gonna want your ex back. Definitely not in the relationship dynamic that you were in. So if that sounds good, if that sounds promising, if that's something that resonates with you, I highly recommend that you subscribe, check out the other content on this channel. As always, I love you all, sending lots and lots and lots of good vibes your way. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye!